While I may be opposed to shelving completely finished movies for tax write-offs, when you have a movie that is passed from one studio to another like a hot potato, common sense says there must be a reason no one wants to release it. Hi, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net, and this is a video review. Although animated by Sony Pictures Animation in their first 2D traditionally animated feature, I'm sorry to say, this movie was sold to New Line Cinema, who then returned it. For more than a year, Sony kept trying to find a new home for Fix before Netflix finally bought it, after initially rejecting it once, for their streaming service. Upon watching Fixed in a theater near me that happened to be showing it, I can understand why. Fixed, to be blunt, is I know that is a crass evaluation, but I honestly cannot think of any other verdict for this miserable excuse for 90 minutes of my life I will never get back. For many, this is where you can exit the review. For those who are sadomasochists, you may be tempted to indulge in my pain of having to describe this abhorrent experience. The story revolves around a dog named Bull, who is one horny canine. Though cute he is when he is a puppy, once he turns 2, he finds he loves to hump everything. He humps Nana's leg, he humps ice cream. There is a graphic story about how he ruined the family's Thanksgiving by doing unspeakable things to the turkey. The camera focuses in on Bull's flapping balls during these acts, and this joke is apparently so funny that director Genndy Tartakovsky spent years developing this crap. According to him, he originally conceived the story in 2009. More than 15 years of development, and this is the best he could do? This movie is so stupid and juvenile, I feel like I owe an apology to Rob Schneider. His movies are far more clever than this. And Genndy is a good director. On Cartoon Network, he created and directed the adult series Primal, which shows just how mature the medium of animation can be when put in the hands of people who are good storytellers. He also directed the Hotel Transylvania movies, or at least 3 of them anyway, so you'd think he would at least bring some of his funny material with him, even if I personally didn't care too much for those movies. But man, except for 3 jokes, one of which involves dogs having sex human style, that one got a laugh out of me, you'd swear this guy had no experience working in the field of comedy before. How does a man who understands the freedom of animation think he can make a bunch of jokes about dog testicles and expect to get away with it? Most frustrating is that he likely brought the art of 2D animation, a medium struggling enough as it is, back by several years. Traditional hand-drawn animation is much rarer in America than it is the rest of the world, and it's a miracle when one of these gets made at all. The animation team here was prepared though. They were ready to show just how smooth and lively pen and paper could be in a world where AI is threatening to make everything look like silly putty. Animation teams like this don't get many chances to make an impression on audiences these days, and the fact that their big shot was wasted on Fixed feels extra insulting. I suppose I should end this review with a bad dog pun or something like that, but honestly, having to sit through this just once felt like getting kicked in the balls repeatedly, and I've had enough. I give Fixed 1 out of 5 stars. This is easily one of the worst movies of the year, and if you want to read more reviews of mine, check out me on iCritic.net or follow me on Letterboxd. And if you want to watch more reviews from me, out of theater reactions, or editorials and features like my best animated feature series, click subscribe, ring that bell, and I will see you at the movies. Take care, everyone.
Hey, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Just a few more things. First of all, the names that you see on the screen, these are our Patreon and YouTube member supporters, and I thank each and every one of them. Their support helps me make exclusive videos for Patreon and YouTube members, as well as keep the channel running, and of course is just of huge kindness to me. Also, don't forget to check out the iCritic-led podcast on Spotify, Apple, Google, Deezer, whatever podcasting service you listen to, it is there. We definitely want to see you there. And hey, there's also other videos that you can check out. So, check out these other channels, these other videos, especially that one. I think that's a really good one.